It's been quite a while since I made a video. Yeah, I was kind of mid stuck in busy season. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm in accounting, and basically the first like 5 months of the year, I would say, it's just so much work. So many companies are filing. That's when all the companies want to do their audits. And typically from I'd say the end of January till just a few weeks ago, which right now it is May 24th. So yeah, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I've been in busy season and just working a lot of hours. I didn't really have time to do anything else besides work. So I thought I'd just kind of jump on here and kind of give my first experience with my first busy season, because as an accountant, this was my first busy season as a staff. I did one busy season before as an intern, which is quite a bit different because as an intern, you're not required to work. They can't make you work any overtime. They can only really get you up to that 40, and if they need work, which even as an intern I still worked overtime because you're on hourly then, so it's actually way more beneficial to work overtime as an intern because you're getting paid more, whereas on staff you're on salary, so they can put you up to 70 hours and you're still on the same paycheck regardless of what. But having said that, I just kind of wanted to give kind of my thoughts for anybody who hasn't done a full busy season as a staff yet and wants kind of a opinion and just kind of what to expect. So I'll say with my firm, I'm not going to say the exact firm, but with my firm, the way the policy worked there is as soon as busy season started, which was about the third week of January, email goes out, and for all staff, there's a new minimum 55 hours a week limit. You can't go less than that, but you can go over if required, depending. And it really is luck of the draw. It depends on what client you get put on. So if you get put on a public job, just expect your hours are going to be much higher. I'd say the week I worked the most hours, I think I hit 74, I want to say. And not going to lie, it does suck at times because at once you start getting up to those hours, there really isn't time for anything else but work. That becomes your entire focus. And it's not even like I mind working a lot of hours. That's not the biggest thing, but it's like it always feels like if I'm getting paid for it. And when you're on salary, it just feels dreadful because it's like, oh, I'm working all these hours for basically the same pay, even though you get your bonus after busy season is done and you get your raises. Public accounting usually has good raises. Still, just in the moment, you're like, oh my god, I worked 70 hours this week, and I'm gonna make the same as if I just worked a normal 40-hour week, and it can kind of suck in that way. So let me do this real quick. Oh my god, I didn't realize how much we're getting destroyed. Anyways, yeah, so in that way, it can kind of suck, which, not gonna lie, there were times where I was getting really annoyed, and I have doubts like, why did I pick this profession? Like, just wanted to crash out a couple of times where it's like, oh, my friends are doing something. It's like, oh, can't join. I'm in busy season. There's nothing I can do. I'm basically trapped here, and at times it can feel almost like a prison cell. And sitting down that much does suck as well. That's one thing I noticed. I recently lost a decent amount of weight, and just having to sit still that long was one of the biggest things for me because I felt extremely lazy when all day I'm sitting 12 hours straight, maybe standing. If I get a standing desk, I got to switch in and out. But even then, like barely any movement, very sedentary life. But don't get me wrong, there are the benefits to the job. For one, with all those hours, you really are like, it sounds kind of cliche when some people say, but you really are getting a lot of experience and like real quick experience. I improved my skills of a lot of the auditing procedures and just my Excel skills, my proficiency in it. I improved it so much just within that time because you're working so many hours. You just learn to do so many different testing so much more efficiently than you would if you were just working normal hours. So there's that. You also do get to hang out with a lot of team members, and I guess this can really depend on how lucky you are with your team members. Luckily, through all my engagements, I liked all my team, and they were all great to hang out with. And the other big thing, you're pretty much getting your food paid for every day. Pretty much every day, your team will order in lunch, sometimes twice a day. You don't really have to worry about that. So food's going to be covered, and you do end up saving a lot of money just because you're not paying for any food during pretty much all of busy season, which is a big plus. Another thing I will say about it is that in a weird way, it made me so much more time efficient, and it made me realize how much more I could focus in a single sitting. Whereas before, I may have not thought I could focus that much. For example, like just studying back in college, I used to maybe do a couple hours tops, and I'm like, oh, okay, like like I feel like I can't study anymore. I'm not comprehending any of this, yada yada yada. Whereas after busy season, when you're working like 12 hours straight, I feel like I can just do so much more. I'm like, I get a couple hours studying in, and I'm like, I'm fine to do a couple more if I need to, and I feel completely fine. I know I can focus through all of that. In terms of just even being active, in terms of after busy season, because I was sitting so much in busy season, it kind of made me appreciate just being able to move around more. And I've just become more active outside of busy season because of that. One thing I can say, if you're coming into busy season and uh, I'd just say one tip I can give you: try to wake up early. I was lucky to where they were very flexible with my hours. So if I came in early, and they needed me to get, let's say, 60 hours that week, if I showed up early and I hit 12 hours by 6 o'clock or 11 hours by 6, 7, whatever, they would let me go as long as my work was getting done and the deadline wasn't hit, or the deadline wasn't right there and we needed to cram. They were fine with that. So I'd say doing that just makes it a lot better. Just getting in a habit of going to sleep early. During busy season, I started waking up at 5 a.m. every day. And I also say making sure you get in your workout. Some people do it after, but me personally, I just woke up earlier so I could get a workout before work started, and it kind of gave me a mental break because I didn't really have to think during that workout time. It was just me going up, and I could just put on my music, get my workout done. It got me some activity for the day, it got me some movement, which helped me feel a little more sane. And on top of that, I still I still felt like I made decent gym progress during that time. And now, even outside of busy season, I'm in a pretty big habit of just waking up early because I already did it all of busy season. And now, even on weekends, I'm not trying to wake up early, but I just wake up early because I just do now, just without trying. I'm so in a routine of waking up early that I just do. So I'd say with that, definitely try waking up earlier and get some type of movement, some type of workout in. You're gonna go crazy if you're just sitting there for 6 days straight and not being able to move. You will go insane. Try to pick up as much as you can in terms of learning. At least be efficient with your time. I'll say if you're already gonna be there, you might as well try to improve as much as you can. And really, this is your time. You can kind of differentiate yourself from some of the other workers there and really try to move up if that's what you want to do. Me personally, I'll probably stay for a few years in public accounting, get the experience, and then I'll probably move out to an industry job. But we'll see where I go. But either way, just right now, that doesn't mean I don't want to try. I want to try and do my best to look good on a resume, recommendation, and just to have some of those credentials on there. Besides that, if I can think of one more, say for anyone going through their first busy season, just keep in mind there always is an exit out. There is an end of busy season. Eventually, everything is going to get filed. So sometimes you just got to remind yourself, chill out. The audit's going to get done regardless. You don't need to, you know, if you find yourself stressing too much, just take a breather, calm down. You'll be fine. Get to that end date. And then it can kind of even out in terms of the hours from what I've noticed because after busy season stuff tends to slow down. Everyone filed. So not only do your hours drop to 40, in some cases, they drop lower than 40. For example, like right now, I'm not booked on a job. I wasn't booked on a job this Friday and all of next week. I have not been picked up for a job because most of the stuff in the office has already filed. I'm not sure how true this is of one of the big four firms. I assume maybe they're busy all year, could be, but at least at my firm, pretty much all the jobs were finished up around last week in terms of filing, except for a few late ones. And because of that, I'm not booked on anything next week, and I don't have to go into the office during that time. And I've just been using my time to study for the CPA exam, but essentially I'm getting paid to study. I don't go into the office. I'm just home studying and working on getting my CPA. So in a way it kind of balances out. Yeah, at the front load of the year you're burning a lot of hours, but once you get towards that summertime, the hours tend to drop off pretty considerably. So it's honestly not too bad. And if anybody has any like further questions, I know I didn't go in depth. I kind of just gave an overview of my experience during the time. But if anyone has any specific questions, you can leave them down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. And let me know if you want me to talk more accounting stuff or go back more into games. I kind of want to mix in both on this channel. Just have some gameplay, but I wouldn't mind just doing some more videos like this where I just kind of have some gameplay in the back and I just talk accounting or talk whatever. Just something as another outlet. So go ahead and let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time.